when y'all learn this stuff, it makes being successful, getting orders, all that, the much easier. My business, the money part of my business isn't my main priority, okay? You need to get your behind on social media. If you're not on Tik Tok Shop, you need to be. So like I lost out on about $17,000 worth of revenue because of my sale. We lost like $17,000, but
beautiful painter, I love the way you painted the sky tonight. Beautiful savior, come have your way in me, you're my one desire.
hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another day of Vlogmas. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys everything you need to grow a successful six-figure business in 2024. So I actually made I think 2 videos very similar to this early this year and also last year during Vlogmas, but I have learned so much about growing a business this year in 2023, especially with my new transition in my business, expanding, going from making my own products to working with a manufacturer and everything in between. So I really wanted to just come on here and share my knowledge and my experience. And I feel like these tips are going to be extremely helpful if you're someone looking to genuinely start a business, like change your life in 2024 regarding being a business owner. So hopefully this video is super insightful for y'all, and hopefully I can help you as much as I can. Alright guys, so before we get started, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button, put your notifications on so you don't miss any uploads. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram for daily content, and check out my hair care line if you're interested in getting some products to help promote growth. Alright guys, let's get started. Okay, so if this is your first time watching me, my name is Brittany Rose and I am the owner of Natural Rose, which is a hair care line for natural hair. I started my business in 2021 as just a part-time thing before I started med school in the fall, and it ended up growing so much that I left med school in 2022, and I have been running my business full-time for the past, I think, year and a half. So since then, I have grown a six-figure. In fact, based on our sales this year, we are planning to hit 7 figures next year, so that's really exciting. And I have just been blessed beyond measure with everything God has done regarding my career in this field, and so I wanted to do my part to share with y'all some really honestly hidden gems about growing a business, because I'm telling y'all, when y'all learn this stuff, it makes being successful, getting orders, all that, the much easier. So the first thing that I want to talk about, and I really want to emphasize, is that you need to be prepared to do a lot of work. Running a business is not a joke. It's not an easy career. I know you see people doing like drop shipping and making all this money. I'm telling you, if you genuinely want a sustainable, long-term, successful business that can be like a household name, you are going to have to be willing to put in a lot of hard work. There are no shortcuts. There is no, let me get somebody else's recipes and copy off of them. Let me do all that. I will be in my 3rd year of business this coming spring, with 2 years of those 3 years being me actually doing it full time. And I will tell you, I have had plenty of nights where I have not slept. The tears that I have cried over this business, the stress, the growth, the education. I've had to teach myself so much, and I have had not a single lick or ounce of help from anybody. Like, I am just now at the point in my business where I am starting to expand and get a team together to help me continue to grow to the level that I want to be at, because I can't do it by myself anymore. But before then, before I went into manufacturing, I used to get messages a lot about people saying, hey, I want to sell your products in Nigeria, or I want to sell your products in Spain, or I want to sell your products here in United States, but so can you give me your recipes and so I can start my own business? Absolutely not. I hate when people do that. That is so unfair, because it takes literally weeks, sometimes months, to formulate products. And even then, you make adjustments along the way, and it's not fair that you or someone who is asking you can just get that for free. So no, if you want to genuinely start a business, you have to be willing to work hard. You have to be creative. You have to have your own unique touch to your business, and it's a lot. It's a lot to run a business, and I just want to make sure before we actually get into the meat and potatoes of this, y'all understand that like, you're gonna be put through the ringer, but I can confidently sit here, you know, almost 3 years later and say it's 100% worth it. And I feel very proud that everything I've accomplished is because of my own hard work and not me feeding off of somebody else or pinching off of somebody else's ideas or anything like that. So yeah, I just turned the brightness up a little bit, so I might have to continue to do that as the sun continues to set. So again, I'm sorry if the lighting changes. Hopefully the quality's still okay for you guys. Now that we got that out the way, let's talk about how to actually start your business. So first thing you want to do is think about the niche. So in this video, I'm specifically going to be talking about like beauty. So I'm into hair care right now. I plan on expanding to skincare and body care later on in the future. So if you're into like any of that type of stuff, this is a really good video for you. But also, if you just want to start a business in general, a lot of these are going to apply regardless of your niche. But you want to figure out your niche. So let's just say, for example, we're going to go with hair care. So once you find your niche, what you want to do is you want to research every single top business in that niche. So for example, if you're starting a hair care company, you want to look at my business, which I consider to be rising to the top. Look at businesses like Mielle Organics, Camille Rose, TGIN, Melanin Hair Care, which is one of my favorite and most inspirational hair care lines because she kind of started like me as an influencer and she expanded. I love that for her. So you want to look at the top hair care lines in your industry and you want to see what they do. You want to see what types of products they have, what types of ingredients they use, how many products they have in their lines, what type of labels they use, how do they formulate their labels, how big is the name of the product, how long are the titles of their product, how do they do their lines, how do they formulate stuff. You want to look at their website, see how they run that, their social media platforms, see how they run that. You just want to look at people's stuff to get an idea. Now, this is very different from what I was talking about previously with like stealing off of people's ideas. You need to like see what other people do to know what you need to do. When I'm talking about stealing people's stuff, I'm talking about literally like copying their stuff word for word. Whatever. You can look at somebody's business model and business plan and be like, okay, this is successful. This has worked for them. Having this many products in a hair care line has worked for them, so I'm going to try that too. That's not copying. That's being smart. But when you literally are like titling your stuff like the same name as theirs. So for copying, let's just say, for example, there's this company and they have a honey and lemon water hair care line and they have a shampoo, conditioner, edge control, and a cream. And then you come out with a honey and lemon water line and you have shampoo, edge control, conditioner, and a cream, right? That's messed up. But if you say, hey, so they made a line based off 2 main ingredients and they have a shampoo, conditioner, cream, and edge control, okay, I can do that. And I can, you know, if you do it like that, that's different. Like, you need to know what people do. So one of the biggest things that had helped me when it came to my business when I first started out making my products is really just kind of looking at how larger businesses were formulating their hair care products. So you want to make sure that you take the time to genuinely like invest. Like, I'm talking like it's probably gonna take you a couple of weeks of research. You don't want to just jump into a business not knowing what to do because you can waste a lot of money. So you want to go into like genuinely just looking at how like everything that these companies do, you want to write it down. I'm telling you, look at the types of ingredients they have in their products. Look at how many products they have in their line and what types of products. Do they have custards? Do they have gels? Do they have shampoos? Do they have conditioners? Look at what platforms are they on? Are they on Instagram? Are they on Tik Tok Shop? Are they on this? How often do they post on social media? What types of influencers do they work with to promote their products? How is their website formulated? Do they have a newsletter? Do they have this? Like, you just want to, basically by looking at other people, you can get kind of an outline and a framework of what you need to do or what you need to start off with. Getting from the idea stage to the actual launching of a business stage, there's a lot in between. So don't just be like, oh, I have an idea and then start a business. No, do your research. That's gonna make you prepared and also save you a lot of time and money later on. So make sure you are researching people in your niche. Now, when it comes to actually launching your business, I personally recommend starting off with anywhere from 1 to 3 products. A huge mistake that I made that I didn't realize earlier this year was I started off with 1 product, which was the original hair butter in 2021. And then in 2022, I launched like 4 different types of hair butter. I had one that had a shea butter base, one that had a cocoa butter base, mango butter base, and then the original, and then I had 2 oils, right? And then a couple months later, earlier this year, around like March, April, May, I came out with a shampoo and I came out with a cleansing scrub. Oh no, I'm sorry. I came out with a scalp scrub. It was like a coffee and brown sugar scalp scrub, right? And so I had like 8 products. And I quickly realized that having to manage the inventory for 8 products, market 8 products, everything that comes with like having that many products, it was just too much, especially for one person. And also, I realized I was not able to grow each product as an individual because I had so many products. So because of that, a lot of people were only buying certain products because they came in a bundle. Like, they wouldn't buy the product on its own because I didn't market it well enough. I couldn't take the time to truly invest in the image and the brand of that product, so people would buy it by itself and it'd be a standalone product. So I personally recommend, if you're launching your business, start with 1 to 3 products. There are so many like 7-figure businesses out there that literally have like 1 product. There are some hair care lines that legit are making like millions a year and they only have like 3 or 4 products. They have marketed each of their few products so well as an individual that people will just buy them standalone, right? They don't need a full line in order to purchase from this company. So you just want to make sure that you are not starting off with a lot of products. So for example, if you want to come out with a hair oil, a lot of people start their business with just a hair oil and they make millions. Okay, like with me, right? And then this year I went from the beginning of this year having 8 products to, from September to this point, so October, November, December, so for the past really 2.5 months, 3 months, only having 2 products. I made more money in the past 2.5, 3 months with just 2 products than I did the whole year with 8 products. So you just want to make sure that you are starting off with too much, so you can have time to genuinely invest in the products that you have. And then those 1 or 2 products that you have will be so good that people are like, when you come out with something new, people will be like, oh my goodness, this was good, I gotta buy this. Anything from her, because this was so good, anything that she comes out with, I gotta buy. And that's how it's gonna be with the NATURALE. When we expand next year and get more products, they're gonna be like, oh, this hair butter was so good, I gotta try the shampoo, I gotta try the hair mask if it's gonna be just as good as the other products. You see what I'm saying? So take your time, start off small, start off with, I would say max 3 products. Depending on what you do, max 3 products, but honestly, do a launch with 1. You know, take 6 months, 1 product, really invest in it, you know, build a community around the product, educate people about the product, market the product, and make it a very high quality product, and then slowly but surely start to expand. Because I'm telling you, there are plenty of companies out there in the beauty and hair care industry that literally have like 3, 4 products max, and they're making millions of dollars a year. So you don't need a whole line of anything really to be successful. Alright, so next let's get into the website. I definitely say that you should invest time into your website if you would like to grow a 6-figure business. A website is a huge part of getting sales and marketing. Even though NATURALE sells on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok Shop, YouTube, to this day, most of our sales come directly from our online store. Like people typing in naturals.com, going to the website and purchasing it. So it's important that you have a very good website. For a very long time, I did not want to invest in a website designer. I did not want to invest in anything. I wanted to do it myself. And I still haven't invested in a website designer, but I did finally go. I use Shopify. So I finally went on Shopify and I paid $350 for an actual professional website design that makes it super easy for my customers to navigate. It gives me a lot of different options to do different things, and it just makes my website look a lot more professional and presentable. So I would definitely say invest in a website. One of the things that has helped me with sales when it comes to my new website is, number 1, a newsletter. I've always had the ability to have a newsletter, but once I updated my website, and you know, when you first get on the website, it will pop up and say sign up to a Natural Roses newsletter. It didn't have that option, so I never really thought about newsletter. But with my newsletters, I can send out emails. I can send out multiple emails every single week being like, oh, you have these items left in your cart, or oh, check out our new sale, or oh, this. And typically I tend to make about, I say about a good 15% of my sales for the month come from our newsletter. So that's a very important part of my sales. So that's something you want to make sure that you're thinking about. Also, it helps to build community around your brand, because we are a Christian hair care line. So every single week we are sending out a Christian newsletter, and we're sending out a hair growth newsletter. We send out hair growth newsletters on Tuesdays, and we send Christian newsletters on Wednesdays, and that helps to build and foster community. Now, of course, I don't link any products in my Christian emails, but in my hair growth tips, I link my products in there. So like, and I will find a way to feed my products into what we're talking about. So for example, if I do a newsletter on trimming, right, and I talk about how it's important that if you want to avoid trimming often, keep your hair moisturized, and I say try our hydrating hair butter for moisturized ends, and I'll link the products. You could just click on it from the email and it'll take you straight to our website. So having a newsletter is extremely important, and that just comes with your online website presence. Also, I like about my website now is that I can add videos on my website. Like all this stuff I could have done before, but with the theme I was using on Shopify, I didn't know about this. Versus I paid the $350 for a professional website, and it just makes it so much better. So now I can link our YouTube videos of A Natural Rose, our YouTube, which has almost 80,000 followers, you guys, so go subscribe. I can link our YouTube videos at the bottom of stuff, or like if you click on our products, right, in our product descriptions, we will have literally a video from one of our, either our Instagram or TikTok, of a direct tutorial of how to use it. Like, that makes a customer like 10 times more likely to buy a product, because it's kind of like you're giving them everything they need in one section. They don't have to go to your website and then go here and then go there to try to figure out how to use a product. All the research that they need to know about the product is going to be right there in the product description, right next to their add to cart. So it's very important that you have a super nice website. And also, with the website comes a blog. Not everybody has a blog. I do think it's important. So with a blog, this kind of brings me to my next point, which is fostering a community around your business. With the newsletter and with the blog, typically what I do is any of my newsletters that I have, I just re-upload them on my website as blog posts. So by doing that, people will sit there on your website, read about the hair growth tips, read about the Christian content. It makes them more likely to buy. A lot of people are found because they find out we're a Christian hair care line and we offer, Christian services without any profit or anything attached to them. People tend to want to support us because of that. So it's important that you build a community around your business. Like, it makes it to where people support you, yeah, because you have a good product, but also because it's your company. Basically, when they're aware of your morals and your values, they're more likely to support you, especially if they have the same morals and the same values. So you just want to make sure that you're building a community to where people can really see the true you and see who you are, because that makes them more likely to buy. People don't just buy off of products nowadays. You can have the best product in the world, but like, if you do something to get canceled, like let's say you have the secrets of hair growth, right? This one product will make your hair grow like 20 inches in a month, right? But if you get caught on camera saying a racist slur, nobody's gonna buy from you. So you see what I'm saying? So it's more than just the product. It's about the reputation that your business has. And so by having a nice website, having a newsletter, having a blog, it can help to foster community so people feel like you care about them as people, not just care about their dollar. Because I genuinely do care about my customers. Yes, this helps me tremendously financially. Yes, I am living a very comfortable life. I'm blessed too because of the work that my business has done, that God has blessed me with. But I genuinely do care about helping Black women grow hair. I genuinely remember when I was, 16 years old and I was unsure about going natural because I didn't know if I could grow my hair. And I just think about how I felt then and all the stereotypes that I thought were facts, and how many women have reached out to me and been like, look, Brittany, after watching your videos, after purchasing your products, I really noticed a difference with my hair. You finally helped me to get confidence. That just warms my heart. So I really care about that. And also people that are like, I'm supporting your business because you've really helped me grow closer to God. Oh, I could cry. That's how nice that is. So I guess that's another point which I didn't have. Make sure that you're not just doing it for the money. Don't get me wrong. I most likely would not be running my business if it was not providing for me financially. But my business, the money part of my business isn't my main priority, okay? Honestly, it's helping people grow closer to Christ. And then second to that, helping Black women be able to grow their hair and feel confidence in their natural hair. And knowing that you don't have to be a one-size-fits-all to love your hair. And I'm a great example of that because I don't really wear my hair out, but y'all can clearly tell I love my natural hair. Alright, that was a little bit personal or whatever, but yeah, so that was my second point. That kind of went to a bunch of different ones, but honestly, your website is a great way to foster community, and also just functionally, if you're customers can navigate your website better, they're more likely to purchase. That's just analytically, that's what the data says. So you want to make sure it's something that's clear, easy to read, no crazy colors. Same thing with your labels, very simple, easy to navigate. They can click, go to the cart, they can go to different categories. It's really organized and professional. So I personally recommend either paying for a professional template website on Shopify or whatever platform you use to sell, or paying a website designer. Either one, but it is worth it. Okay, next, aside from the morals and values thing of your business, this is probably the most important thing I'm going to say in this video. Sorry, y'all, I had to change the lighting again. I'm super saturated right now, but it is what it is. But the second most important thing is marketing. Your products don't necessarily matter. There are plenty of, I'm not going to say which, but there are plenty of hair care lines on the market now that are not as good as some smaller companies, but they get more sales because of their marketing. More people know about their stuff, period. I've said this so many times. It doesn't matter how good your product is, you will not get a single sale if someone doesn't know about it. So marketing is important. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, we are in the day and age of social media. okay? That is where you're going to be making your money. Ever since COVID, online sales have been skyrocketing. People are buying online now more than ever. Retail is still important. You know, being in stores is still important. But I mean, if you're just starting a business, like, you don't need to be selling in person. You need to be selling online. Retail is for when you get really big. Like, I'm thinking about getting into retail probably not until the end of next year, if not 2025. So retail it's important. The biggest haircut companies that exist today, most of them are in stores. So retail is important. But online is where it's at. So you need to get your behind on social media. And I'm gonna tell you right now, something that I learned tremendously: do not put all your eggs in one basket. Do not just get on TikTok and be like, oh, I'm only gonna be on TikTok and that's it. You need to be on every single social media platform that exists, or at least the biggest one. Okay, so we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, and we are on TikTok, okay? For the first year and a half of my business, all I did was Instagram. And so we did good. I think I gained like 30K on Instagram our first year, right? And it was fine, but it was annoying because it's like, if I didn't get a viral video on Instagram, I wasn't getting as many sales. So my sales depended solely on how my videos did on Instagram. And so sometimes I would have to post on my personal pages, on my TikTok, on personal Instagram and my personal TikTok, which I had a lot of followers on at the time and still do, but you know, to get that marketing to help get me sales. But this year, I really learned that if you get on more than one social media platform, that's so many different avenues for people to see your stuff and for you to get sales. So for example, let's say I post a video on Instagram. We have what, 60 something K on Instagram now. God is so good. Okay, and let's say that gets 10K views. That's okay, but that's not gonna get me enough sales for the day. So if I just had the Instagram, that'd be it. But then we go on our Facebook, post the same video. Our Facebook has 121K. That's another 5 to 15,000 views, right? That's more sales. But then we're like, okay, let's go to YouTube. And the thing is, I was procrastinating so long on starting a YouTube for my business. Literally, I just started a YouTube channel in September for Natural Rose, and we're already almost at 80K. It's crazy. I actually used one of my viral videos on my personal page. I used that sound on my business page, and it got like 10 million views. So that was fun. But we post on YouTube, okay? YouTube's gonna get like 10, 20K. That's more sales. And then we're gonna go on TikTok. On our TikTok, I think we had like 60 something K as well. Our business TikTok, I had that since I started my business. So like in 2021. But I didn't start posting consistently on it until probably September, when we launched our new manufactured product. So we went from like 19K to like 63K in just like 2.5 months. So that's crazy. But posting on that, so you posted on that page, that'll get you another 10, 15K. So in total, even though on each individual platform I might not have gotten a lot of views, in total, that's anywhere from 50 to 100,000 views, just minimum, that I can be getting every single day that I'm posting on social media. So the power of being everywhere is real. I'm telling y'all, so many people sleep on the power of social media. It's crazy. Like, again, ain't nothing wrong with going in person and passing out your business cards and stuff like that, but just think, I am literally reaching hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people every single week with my business. Because think about it, I'm posting 5 to 6 days a week on all those platforms, plus people are watching our old videos every single day. That's so many views, that's so many people knowing about who you are, and that's so much orders you can get. Like, I'm telling y'all, that was probably the biggest key to getting more sales, is having more channels. Because now we sell on Instagram and Facebook, that's one channel. We sell on our website, that's one channel. We sell on the shop app, that's one channel. We sell on TikTok Shop. Right now I'm trying to get on YouTube, but our products are being rejected, but we're going to figure that out. That's like 5 different places that people can purchase, 5 different places that people can see. That is so much advertisement. And that's all without spending a cent. I just want to get that clear. That's all without spending a single cent on advertisement. So you need to make sure that you are getting on social media, and don't be intimidated. Honestly, y'all, again, same principle with when you're starting your business, looking at people. Look at people's social media pages that have businesses like yours and see what they're doing, seeing what they like. For me personally, I've seen that people like more real, raw content on TikTok. They like more aesthetic, cute content on Instagram. And then YouTube is kind of like, it's a mix. Sometimes Instagram videos work, sometimes TikTok videos work. I'm still trying to learn it. And then on Facebook, I have it set up to where whatever I post on our business Instagram will automatically post on our business Facebook. So that takes care of that. And those videos typically do the same on both platforms. So if it flops on Instagram, it's going to flop on Facebook and vice versa. So yeah, get on social media. Now, when it comes to paying for marketing advertisements, if this was last year, I would have told you don't need to. And I mean, I'm going to tell you it's not necessarily necessary. But I will say that ever since I have started actually investing and like setting aside, you know, a budget to pay for advertisements, I have seen a growth in sales. Now, if you're just starting out a small business owner, I would not worry about paying for ads. But now, as someone who is growing in size, I do think it's important to have advertisements. So I pay for advertisements on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Haven't on YouTube yet. We have Google Ads too. So I would say I spend, you know, anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 a month on ads. But the thing is, those ads will get me anywhere from like 1 to 5 million views extra a month. So that's a lot. Like, if y'all know, if you've ever had a video go viral as a business owner, like a video getting 1 million views, that is a lot of sales. So that's just additional. And also that helps me because, so we have like 5 different platforms for my business, but I also have like 3 for my personal social media page. So I'm trying to be consistent with everything. So sometimes I might not have any content ready to post one day, right? So those ads help me because those ads are still running. Those ads are still showing up for people that have and haven't seen them yet. And so that can kind of help to kind of fill in the space for what I don't post. So for example, today's Monday, I haven't posted today, but those ads are still running. So that's kind of helping cover the advertisements. You still need to post consistently. I would say at least 4 days a week, but paying for ads does help. And then finally, the last thing with advertisement, I have noticed that working with influencers is very beneficial. I have just started tapping into that market. I haven't really seen huge results from it, but I am very hopeful because I have seen what it has done for other companies. So currently I'm in negotiations with a couple of influencers. Honestly, as an influencer, I was hesitant because I know how much we charge, but after paying for ads, I realized like it's an investment because I'm gonna end up making a lot of money. So I'm just gonna suck it up and pay people what they're worth. I'm not gonna try to scam people. I'm gonna negotiate, but I'm gonna make sure it's a fair price for both people. Because if you ever notice, like on TikTok Shop now, how they do like the commissions. So these people are literally getting, like, for example, I did a review of the Unbrush on TikTok Shop this month, and the video got like 6 million views. I made so much money in commission, and that company legit made like $75,000 off of that video. I got a lot of money in commission, but it was nothing compared to how much they made. So they, in profit, they made a lot of money. And the percentage that I got was a fair percentage. It's a lot of money, but nothing compared to how much they actually made in profit. So it's all about investment. So if you pay an influencer $2,000, you can end up making $20,000 off of a video if you do it right. That's why it's important that you do your research on the influencers. Some people, they don't just be reaching out to influencers because they have a following. It don't matter. If you reach out to me to promote some headphones, you might not, and pay me my rate of like what, let's say $3,500, you might not get any sales because headphones are not my niche. You need to find somebody that reviews technology, reviews headphones, and, you know, does stuff like that. That's gonna get you your sales. So for me, I would reach out to a hair influencer, a really big natural hair influencer. I would look at her platform, see which platform gets her the most views and engagement, see what types of videos she makes. Also, a huge mistake I made was trying to micromanage the influencers that I was working with. So I like this huge outline with like every single thing I wanted them to say. And because of that, they weren't able to make organic content that resonated well with their audience. So I am just learning to like let go, give them the products, and then just let them make a video that works for them. As long as they just mention a couple of points about the products, and then that's that. That's really it for marketing. Just make sure you're on social media. If you do have the budget to pay for ads, I'll say first pay for ads, and then second pay for influencers. So like start with ads and then pay for influencers. Or a cheaper alternative that you can do is pay for UGC creators. These are people that don't have followings, but they will take your product and create videos with them, and you do not have to pay them nearly anywhere as much as influencers because they don't have a platform. Still gotta pay them though. So like, for example, I paid a UGC creator like $150 for like 2 videos, right? And so they just did a review on my product, said what I wanted them to say, and that way there's diversity on my social media, so it's not just me talking. Because sometimes that can promote skepticism because people are like, all we see is you. So how we know it works on other people? I'm like, I'll be getting so many DMs. But people don't be making videos. And also, finally, I would recommend TikTok Shop. Okay, let's talk about that. That is the new wave for businesses. If you're not on TikTok Shop, you need to be. I've seen so many businesses, like super small businesses, one person bought their products, made a video, got 1 million views, and that company blew up. Like selling hundreds of thousands of units a week. So get on TikTok Shop and then make your products eligible for commission. Basically what that means is like a creator can buy your products and then they can tag your products in the video, and then whatever sales that you get from that video, they get a percentage. I'm telling you, businesses be making so much money. So get TikTok Shop. It's a little bit difficult to navigate because it's so new, but when you do it right, you can be extremely successful. Like, that's a really good way to blow up your business is on TikTok. So Okay, so two more and just little last minute points before we cap off the video. So the first little point is giving your customers incentives to buy your products. So for me, I find that doing sales and doing giveaways is what happens. So with giveaways, we do a monthly giveaway. So every single month, we pick 3 to 5 people to get a free product. Basically with this, it costs you nothing to sign up for the giveaway. So by signing up for the giveaway, you get to learn about our business. Like for example, if a customer hasn't seen us at all and then they see, oh, giveaway, most people are just gonna go and just do it just because. If you win, you win. If you're not, nah. It doesn't, take anything from you. And so basically by doing that, we get people to learn about our business. Also, the requirements are like following us on our social media, so that helps with that. Signing up to our newsletter, that helps with that. So even if they don't purchase anything, they keep getting those emails about our business, and sometimes that will lead you to purchase from us. And also, we ask them to engage with our blog posts, leave reviews if you purchase from us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a great way to help, like, kind of get more engagement with your business without costing you anything and without costing the customer anything. And the thing is, they can enter as many months as they want to, and all it costs us is 1 to 5 hair products a month, which isn't that big a deal. That's like $400 or $500 of products that I have to give away, but I'm literally getting thousands of followers. You see what I'm saying? So that's just a quick, easy way. And then also with sales, doing little sales. So one of the sales that we have is buy our hair butter, get our oil 25% off. That's a great way to get people to buy more than one product. During Black Friday, we had a sale. Now, the thing is with Black Friday, most companies lose money for Black Friday, but it's an investment because you get a lot of first-time customers, which end up being repeat customers. Also, typically, things are more boosted. The algorithm boosts more stuff during Black Friday, so you get more exposure from your business. So, like, I lost out on about $17,000 worth of revenue because of my sale. It was 25% off on Black Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, for Cyber Monday, it was 15% off plus free shipping, I think, on Friday. So, we lost some money. We lost, like, $17,000, but we gained so much exposure on social media. We gained so many new customers. So, I mean, it's an investment and it pays off because a lot of those customers are going to be repeat customers. But also, we do like little sign up to a newsletter, get 10% off on your first order, free shipping on orders over $75. Sometimes we do like everything 10% off. Like if we hit like a follower goal on social media, like if we get, when we reach 100K on YouTube, we'll probably do a sale then, So just little things like that. Little incentives to make people order when they normally wouldn't because of whatever. And then last is networking. So I let this point be last for a reason because that's something that I'm currently struggling with. If you don't know, I recently moved to Atlanta like in July because I felt like there are more business opportunities here. Y'all know I recently made the change from making my own products to working with a manufacturer and working with a warehouse and packaging company to package and ship my orders for me, so I won't have to do that. And so all of that is based in Atlanta, so I wanted to move here to be closer to that. But also, there are just so many like black-owned business owners, so many black-owned investors. There's just so many opportunities here. And so it's important that you get connected with people in the industry. And of course, that all comes from you just getting out your comfort zone, going to business events, going to networking events, reaching out to people you see on social media, like trying to meet up with people. So that's just me. I'm very introverted, so that's something I'm struggling with, but I am trying to work better at, especially in 2024. That's going to be one of my goals, is to like go to more networking and business events in Atlanta so I can get those connections. Thankfully, my manufacturer that I worked with, he's very prominent in the hair care business, so he's been introducing me to some people and he has a lot of connections, but I also want to get some connections of my own that aren't just through him, So it's very important that you network. Like I said, we are moving into the days on online shopping, and social media is a big thing, but as far as you growing your business, in person is still very important. So you need to make sure that you're meeting the right people, getting connected with the right people. And honestly, it never hurts to reach out to people for advice. Like, I've had people reach out to me for advice. That's why I make these videos, and it's just a good thing. So always be trying to find the next event, the next networking thing. Always find a chance to talk about your business. You never know who you're going to meet and who's going to be interested, and you never know what doors God is going to open if you just step out of your comfort zone and give it a chance. Alright guys, that is it. That is everything that you need to grow a successful 6-figure business in 2024. The sun is officially set, so that's why the lighting looks like this. So again, my apologies. I know it changed throughout the video. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, make sure to leave them below. I will do my best to answer all of them. Also, if you see somebody that has a question and you know the answer, help a sister out. That would be greatly appreciated because I'm only one person. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. click the subscribe button, push your notifications on so you don't miss any uploads. I do have a small business playlist that has a bunch more good helpful videos as well as recipes for hair. If you're interested in starting a hair care line, maybe you can get some inspiration from those. Make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram for daily content. And again, check out my hair care line if you're interested in getting some products to help promote growth. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Beautiful painter.